Hello, best time frame for swing trading, long uptrend line strategy explained. Let's use 3 stocks from our watch list to analyze using the time frame we use with our long uptrend line swing trading strategy. The first one we are going to analyze is ECL. So the best time that we found to work for us to analyze the chart, purchase stocks and sell stocks is the maximum daily chart when we are using long uptrend line swing trading strategy. So it's maximum daily chart. ECL, using maximum daily chart to analyze the chart, we have our entry points, that is the purple support lines that cross multiple years. The date is on the x-axis and the price on the y-axis. And yesterday, October 8, 2025, because we are doing the analysis on the 9th of October, after the markets closed on 8 and has not opened yet this morning, the price went up yesterday. The price is in green, so that means at the end of the day the price was higher than the price in the morning when the markets open. But with our long uptrend line swing trading strategy, we will compare where the price is right now to where we want to buy. And currently the price is far from where we want to buy. Therefore, today it is not a buy for these stocks for us when we are using long uptrend line swing trading strategy. The next one we are going to analyze is EQIX. So EQIX, we have 2 support lines that we trace for it, but it seems like the upper one is supporting the upside wall of the mountain when the price was climbing up to reach the new high, and after it reached it, it was toward the end of 2024, because you have the year between the dotted line. 2024 is here, and then we have 2025 on this side. So it reached it toward the end of 2024, and it has been making lower high ever since. So based on that, we could well say maybe it's on its way going down to the valley line. It crossed this support line here and went below it. So maybe this may not be the support line for it to rest on and go back up. It might just be well on its way to the lower support line. But we have those two. It breached the first one, therefore we are just going to keep observing it. Yesterday the price went up, but again it's far from the lower support line that we have there, and we don't know if it's going to rest around this support line and go back up from there. So in the meantime, it's going sideways. It's not creating it's not much there of a higher lows. It's more like it's going sideways there, horizontal line, a trend line there, short trend line there for the moment. So it's resting around this area. We are just going to keep observing it. Based on our long uptrend line swing trading strategy, this is not a buy today for us. So the next one we are going to analyze is FAST. FAST. So FAST is not showing where we purchased it, but it's showing where we sold it. I'm not sure if that arrow is correct one, or I will, since it got turns down. But when we have arrow turns facing down on a bar, that means we sold it there. So we must have purchased it somewhere and sold it somewhere. But anyway, we have 2 support lines that we trace we could extend this one by activating the line, and while we pay attention to where it's connecting to the value of the chart, this we will extend it without moving it away from there. So we have two support lines for our entry points, but after it reached a new high sometime in 2025, it seems to be going down, but it could just be a slight drop and then it'll go back up again. We don't know. It has been on the rise after touching base with that support line. It has been on a rise since June, so we are just going to keep observing it. When we compare where the price is to where we want to buy, the price is still far from it. It's higher up. It's closer to the peak than it is to the support. Therefore, it is not a buy for us. So now our long up to long swing trading strategy consists of, first, you pick your stocks, large cap stocks. If you are a beginner swing trader, you can pick large cap stocks that are upward, and you will use, we are using ThinkorSwim platform, but you will use any platform that can give you a monthly chart, by preference maximum monthly chart, to have an overview of the chart, to see if the stocks is upward, stocks uptrending. And as you can see where the price is currently compared to the beginning, the far left side of the chart, you can see that the price is very low. If you are looking at the corresponding price to where I'm putting the arrow or the mouse compared to where the price is right now, so the price is going up. And by looking at the chart is going up as well, so that is an upward. And sometimes you'll have a big jagged teeth up and down, like mountain and valley, well defined. Then I will pull growth and dip. It's still showing a growth, but it has a big growth. The higher the growth, the more pronounced the dip is. But some stocks like this one, for instance, it'll just be a small wave along the way going up. So then I'll classify it as upward. So it's up to you how you want to analyze the chart patterns to see if it's upward, growth and dip. You can use whatever terminology you want to use to describe the appearance of the chart. And so if this, and now when the chart is an upward, then you can trace support lines passing by the obvious valleys that you can see on the maximum monthly chart. You can trace them from the chart to the price, see if you can get to where the price is, the current price is. And by looking at the support line, you want to pinpoint the one that cross multiple years. Those are the long uptrend lines. And yeah, you wanted to make sure that your line that you trace are uptrend lines, and those are the ones you want to count on, and see how, if the price pull back to that support line multiple times, and you pick the one that you think looks more like a valley of the mountains that the price is falling to rest on before going up, you can pick those as your entry point. So, and then from that maximum monthly chart, you can go to maximum daily chart, and you can reassess the lines you trace and adjust them if they are far from the valley that you wanted to touch base with. And those lows are the red bars. Those are the pullbacks of the day, the bar that showed that day the price dropped. The ending price was lower than the morning price. So that's the line that's the bar that you want to connect. And you want at least two, when you are tracing the support line, you want to connect the closest two. To trace a straight line, you need 2 points minimum. So you want to connect the first two, if possible. You pretty much want closest. And when I'm tracing it from here, the closest that I found on that trajectory was this point. and then you can go from there. So but yeah, so you just want to trace those and go to maximum daily chart to see if you need to adjust them or if they are okay, and then just continue extending it. So you can color code those that you pick. That way you can differentiate those from the others that you do not want to buy at, excuse me. And from that point, you just do your analysis on the maximum daily chart. The maximum daily chart gives you a bigger picture of the chart so that you can see if you can interpret the wave, the pattern that the price is drawing. If you choose a shorter time frame, it might make it, you may not see the big picture. If I go to 1 year time frame, for instance, you may not see the big picture in front of you. And sometimes if the price is so high, you may not even see the support line you want to buy at. If I take 1 month time frame, is even, no, I don't think I'm taking 1 month here. I think I'm taking is it 1 month? 1 day. Let's do 3 months daily chart. When you're looking at 3 month daily chart, you are not even seeing the value line that we trace. So using maximum daily chart, the best time frame that I found to be working for us is maximum. Using long uptrend and swing trading strategy, the best time frame that I found to do chart analysis on is the maximum daily chart, so that we do not feel like, oh, the price, you know, is going up from here, we should buy, when in reality the price is higher up and we want to buy it at the value line, at the support line, and sell it at the peak. So, and when the price is close to the support line on the maximum daily chart, then you can zoom to see what is going on around the support line, to see if you are detecting higher lows, and you can count how many higher lows you are noticing to see if it's time for you to buy stocks or if you need to wait longer. And before you buy any stocks, it's good to compare what is going on at the touch point where you want to buy to what happened there before, when the price touched base with it. For instance, at this support line, it touched base with it twice, 3 times before taking off. Therefore, when it touch base with it and start going up from there, maybe you shouldn't rush and buy any, because there is a chance that it might linger there more by going up, pulling back to it, going up, pulling back to it a couple times at least before taking off. If it's going to repeat the same pattern, it might just give you gives you more time, might just give you more time to continue saving money, to have enough money to buy that share or to buy that stock. So, and that is your entry point. And once you purchase the stocks, you'll compare where the price is to where you want to exit. And we have 2 exit strategy points to help us determine, you know, the right spot to get out. The strategy is to buy at the valley of the mountain and around the valley of the mountain, and sell it close to, you know, the peak of the mountain, on the same side of the mountain, the upside of the mountain. It's not the only strategy out there, but it's a strategy we are using right now, and that is what I'm sharing. Sometimes you might decide to go past the peak, and when it starts dropping, to sell. There are strategies like that as well, but for the moment I'm trying to see if I can buy and sell it on one side of the mountain, the upside of the mountain. So to exit, your first exit point will be after you buy at the support line, to wait for the next high, because with large cap stocks, they do reach a new high frequently. You want it to exit at the first high. So when you reach that high, or when it's getting there, then you'll decide if you want it to stay longer in the trade or get out when it reach there. So the first strategy will be to compare the previous high We have one here, but when it reached the support line that you are buying it last time, you wanted to find the first high is going to be somewhere here. So from there is 2023 and all the way to 2025. So almost 2 years time frame that it has been on the rise. Therefore, when you reach that new high, after you purchase it at the support line, maybe you want to stay in it for a year and a half. So that will be, then that will make you decide, maybe I will stay in longer, knowing that it's going to pull back, go up, pull back. But as long as it's not touching the line that you buy it at, you might decide to stay in. If it's going to touch base with it, then you might decide not just to sell it. But so that is one strategy. The second strategy will be to quantify that exit point. So to quantify the exit point, you'll trying to determine the support line that it touch when it touch base with it. You can use the lowest point base, which might be somewhere here. The price is not allowing me to see the touch point there, but we can just estimate it to be $20. So $20, and then the peak is $50. I'm just using rounded numbers, rounded down. So $50 divided by $20 will give you a ratio. That's 2.5. So that means for who purchased it at $20 and sold it at $50, the person almost triple his or her money. So 2.5. Then you can use 2.5 and assuming, let's just say it touched base with the support line here, and then start going up from there. Then you wanted to use that touch point, which let's just assume is $32, and that'll be like 33, but let's use $32. Then you'll use 2.5 times $32, and then you'll say to yourself that if you purchase it, you may not purchase it necessarily at $32, maybe a touch point with it, and then start going up, making higher lows a few times before you got in. But you'll use that $32 and say, okay, that was the touch point that you are taking, you are considering, and you'll say, well, regardless of how much you pay for it around that support line, you decide that when you reach $80, the price reach $80, that is your exit point. You will sell it. And to be more conservative, you might decide maybe $75 you will sell it, or $77 you will sell it. But you have two strategies there, a year and a half in this instance of us, assuming it might repeat the same previous pattern to be on the rise for that long after it pulled back to the support line. And then you have $80 price target as well, and you'll be comparing your where the price is to those exit point to see which one of those two strategies you wanted to apply to get out of the trade and not overstay in it until they start going down. But buying it this low and selling it that high, you'll have a good amount of profit. You may not buy often, you may not sell often, and time will help you increase your profits when you end up selling. And yes, sometimes when you buy it, it's not that you bought it too early, you'll just stay in the trade longer until the price is ready to start going up. So that is the strategy we are using in 2025. Last year we used short upturn and swing trading strategy, and with that short upturn and swing trading strategy we traded quite a bit, and we have a lot of recording to do. But with the long upturn and swing trading strategy, we don't trade often. Yes, we did sell that stock. So we purchased it in November 2024 at $83 $83, and we sold it in June. And so that means we purchase it, and then they have a stock split. So 30 share, and it has a stock split. So it became 60 share when we are selling it at $42 something, pay a fee for 1 cent or so, and make $41 profits in it for the time frame that we held on to it, or 1.64%. But let's take the chart again. If we remain in the trade, we could, have accumulated more, but we bought it somewhere in November. So yeah, it'll be somewhere we purchase it and then it start going down, so we stay in it for a while, and when it start going up, we sold it because we just noticed that we bought it on the higher side of the mountain, and we didn't want to stay in it just in case it was down going up and it's ready to start going down. So we accumulate that small profit and get out. But those are decisions you have to make for yourself, and swing trading the same stocks over and over allows you to get to know those stocks, to see how they behave, and see what kind of risk you can take with them or not. And that was why we take some to create our watch list of those stocks and just keep analyzing those charts of those stocks and just trade from that list. And at the end of the year, the one that were not comfortable with the strategy, we can take them out of the list and add some others. But you want to have a watch list of maybe 80 or so stocks that you can analyze within an hour every day without being too overwhelmed, and just buy from it. And there will be days you won't find anything to purchase, there will be days you won't find anything to sell, and there will be days you'll have a lot to buy, and there'll be a day that you'll have a lot of profitable stocks in your portfolio that you'll want it to sell. But yeah, so thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for all your comments, and we thank you very much you all that subscribe to our channel. I'm Afiavi, Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and ninasub.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just start small and grow your account slowly from there. Thank you for your time. For more of our swing trading strategy or tips, will you please check the list of the playlist in the description of this video. Thank you for your time.